Let's take a look at different perspectives on how a relationship, quote unquote, should go from the male perspective in Mormon Wives. Zach states that all the women shitted on him, which he says girls, but they are women. Zach states that all the women shitted on him. Jen also said that he was being emotionally abusive. That is why, hello. So the rest of that sentence is, you guys don't tell your wives what to do, right? Because they're their own people. So it's coming across like he is asking this, like, oh, you wouldn't ever do that, right? But if you look at like the language of it, he's saying, I assume that people would be telling their wives what to do. He asked, you guys don't tell your wives what to do, right? Like, that's not a normal thing to say or to ask, because it's not normal to tell people what to do, to tell your wives what to do. That is Jordan being emotionally abusive in a subversive way, sort of almost giving permission, but like overtly not giving permission to his friends to be that way too. And there it is. There's the second half of that sentence. So you don't tell your wives what to do, but you should try to make it work, right? Like, because you have kids, so therefore you should subject your kids to hearing everything that we have to say. No, no, that is not what we do for safety. Okay, theoretically, I can see the point of saying, like, oh, it's all these strong women versus us. Yet we know that uh what's his name who's talking and Jordan have both, we know that they have been emotionally abusive. So they are the strong personalities who are dictating how things are going to go. And so they really have not any reason to be afraid of six women, nor should they be afraid of women. But that is very telling of their personalities, of what's typical of a person who emotionally abuses someone, does have a deep down insecurity of not having the control in the situation or in the narrative, and this is what they are trying to achieve here. The women are pushing to fight for their own happiness, security, and freedom to make decisions, whether that be in a relationship or not in a relationship. A person should have freedom to make decisions for themselves, and that is what these women are fighting for through their friendship. And when they're not getting it, that's when they're not supporting DadTok. And let's empower, have safe relationships, not put up with relationships that aren't safe. And I hope this was helpful. If you learned anything and want to learn more about how to stay safe in your own relationships, please check out my book and workbook.